Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, and today we're going to be talking all about the Spider-Man Noir Night of the Living Spider event. We're going to be doing some event math, and we're going to be showing how you can complete this event and how far you're going to get, because there are quite a few whale milestones, and if you thought you're getting a 4-star Spider-Man Noir, well, you're not. Let's just put it that way. And it's not really that important, because in my opinion, I don't think that Noir is as good as Spider-Man 2099. So there's that, I guess. And I want to talk about, before we actually get into the math though, I do want to do something really quick, and I want to kind of share with you guys what I'm doing when it comes to Cosmic Crucible. Because starting on Monday, of course, Cosmic Crucible starts, but also there is going to be some points and a milestone attributed to that. And for that reason, I recommend that everyone takes off all of their important offensive teams that they might have on defense so that you can use them to win. Winning in Cosmic Crucible is one of the most important things during this event, because if you don't win the room, or if you don't beat the room, then you don't get the points. It's that simple. And hopefully everyone has unlimited X-Men, and I guess not everyone is going to, but hopefully you have them at least unlocked. That way, even if you attempt to attack with unlimited X-Men, you're getting bonus points. We'll talk about that when we get to that section of the math. But I want to share with you guys what I'm doing. So all of the teams that you can see on the defense here just now, these are characters that I don't really use on offense for the most part, with the exception of Tangled Web. That's the only team and some people might think I'm being a dick for doing this, but that's basically it. And every other room is beatable. I don't need Young Avengers to win on the offense. I've basically claimed all of the teams that I would typically use on offense, so my Gamma, my Darkhold, my Unlimited X-Men, my Infinity Watch, you know, all of these big teams that I would use typically to win. And so with that in mind, I should be able to win all 6 of my rooms, hopefully, with all of the teams available. My Heroes, Guardians, Dormammu as well, and so on and so forth. So that is my personal recommendation. You don't have to completely put hand archers or anything on your defense, but make sure that you're claiming enough of your characters back to use offensively so that you can win the rooms, so that you get the points. Because it's not as simple as just attacking the rooms. You have to actually, you don't have to full clear everything this time, every single match, but obviously the points that you're going to get is going to be based on how many rooms you clear. So very important. With that in mind though, let's get on over to the math. And as I normally do at the start of each of these videos, I want to do a little bit of a point recap for where we're at with the 2099 event for the month long of October. So as you guys know, there are week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 events where this is week 3, and you get different points for the items, which is Death's, actually, no, sorry, I forgot to change that again. It's not Death's Head Mask. It's whatever the mask is. It's worth 60,000 points anyways. I forgot to change that. And this is where we're at with our subtotal. So I put in the points that you're going to get from Night of the Spider. It's only 13,000 points actually from the main milestone, which is a lot lower than Helicarrier Clash, which was 36,500, and even Rogue's Gallery was 28,600. So a lot less points, but you can see at the subtotal at the bottom here, if you collect everything, that means everything from the Quick Rumbles, the Coordinated Assault, and this upcoming Night of the Spider, then you'll have 490,000 points, basically. So what's missing now is really just the points for Midnight Haunt, which is week 4, and then you will be able to add that to the subtotal and see how much further above 500,000 will this month long of October be. Unless something gets thrown at us randomly, like, I don't know, compensation or something that's happened before in other months. But otherwise, this is where we're currently sitting at with the points, which means that, you know, there may be room for a plus margin of like 10,000. When we did Abomination, we were actually above by almost 17,000 points, but I believe that some of this was comp. I think we got 5,000 points from comp, but I don't remember. And so we'll see where that ends up at the end of the month. So let's now talk about the Night of the Spider event. Now, if you saw my video on Saturday, then you would have seen that I did that video with Dogbert relating to the clues. So if you haven't watched that, go back and check that out, because we talk about each of the 7 clues that's going to happen every single day throughout this event, which is actually going to be very important for collecting the points for Night of the Spider. But anyways, let's get right into it. And first of all, actually, no, hold on. Let me bring up this. This is the milestone for the Night of the Spider, the main milestone. I wanted to talk about, like, basically where you'll be able to get to. And you can, if you're really, really pushing it, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. get to milestone 37. That's this one here at 117,000. Now you do get 35 Spider-Man Noir shards. However, that's not going to get you a 4-star. That's going to get you like 155 shards. And I personally don't think it's worth the amount of coring to do this. If you wanted to do this, you would have to basically do 600 power cores daily and have energy saved up from prior. I personally don't think that his shards are worth that amount of heavy coring to get to there. I think that realistically, a lot of people should just, maybe get to this 93,000 and that'll give you 120 shards. It's, again, still not a 4-star, but it's a much more free-to-play, accessible experience where you're not having to spend a lot of cores. So that's kind of my goal there. And obviously anything after 37, really 38, 39, 40, those are what I would dub as whale stones. So that's for if you're going to spend, if you're going to buy those offers that give you direct milestone points, and so on and so forth. We've kind of got used to that because that's typically how it's been for every week now. Those final milestones have been what I would dub as whale stones. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. So again, there's a total Spider-Man shards available of 215, but that's just really unlikely. The 120 is probably what most people are going to end up picking up. So you can actually get the Noir unlocked just at 100 shards at 64,500 points. Just wanted to throw that out there as well, just so people are aware. However, it's not that far from the 77,500 for where you need to get the Spider Mask. Now, there's a lot of other points attributed in this because it's funneling in all of the other milestones into this main one. So you get 13,000 milestone points from Spider Shadow. That's the Crucible milestone that we're going to talk about. Then you get 17,400 from the Hard Boiled Blitz milestone that happens after Spider Shadow. That's 4 days. So we have Crucible for 3 days, and then we have Blitz for 4 days. And then there's this Trails of Web milestone. This is a daily raid milestone, very easy to complete, and that's over 7 days daily, and you get 5,600 milestone points from that. Now, for the points, you get 4 points for every campaign energy spent. You get 300 for every war battle won. And then if you do, so for example, I put it at 42 war battles. I know not everyone's going to do that. Most people won't, frankly. That's 14 war battles. And I think a lot of people are probably only going to do 10. And that's perfectly okay too. You'll get the goal of the Spider's Mask, and that's not a problem at all. I just wanted to share with people kind of like the maximum that you could get. So that's 12,600 points there if you decide to do that. But of course, if you're only doing 10, that would be 30. Be 9,000 points, a difference of 3,600. Not super important either way. So let's just move that back anyways. And you're going to get 3,000 points per evidence per day, which is really important. That's 21,000 just from the 7 evidence pieces, which is more than 50% more than the war values, right? So this is a very important thing to do that you guys do every single day in order to claim it. Go back and watch the video I did with Dogbert because I think that that's going to really help you get that. And I will be posting on my Discord channel as well every single day to confirm that that's the case or what you have to do in order to get that evidence piece. So do follow along on my Discord channel. If you're not a member of the Boilon Discord channel, you can find the links in the description down below on my channel front. There's plenty of places you can find the links. So do find that and do join because there's lots of good information there that's shared when it's relevant. Now, the total amount of campaign energy that you're going to be getting, just this is general, just not specifically for this event. This is the amount of campaign energy that you would typically get per day. You get 288, which is your free-to-play time energy. You get 380 refreshes depending on your time zone or how that's set up, and then there's 4 possible refreshes, of course, from your core. So that would be 200 daily cores. That's an additional 480 energy, 100 from the the raid store, the web store, and that brings you to a grand total of 1,108. Now you multiply that by 4 because that's how much points you're getting per energy, and that's 4,432. Multiply that by 7, and that's about 31,000 for 200 cores daily. And that's personally what I recommend for these kind of events, for these energy spending events, and it's worth a good chunk of points, so I would do that. And that way you don't actually have to stress out about war because those the extra points that you're getting from energy will kind of compensate for you not doing like 12 plus attacks that you don't have to do if you don't want to. So if you add up the numbers in blue, so 31,000, 21,000, 12,600, 5,600, 17,400, and 13,000, you get 100,624. Now, this is what I call the maximum milestone points. You can get to the 117,000, which will give you those 35 shards, but you'll have to do like 600 plus daily cores. And frankly, I don't think the Spider-Man Noir is worth that kind of value, so I would not do that myself. However, If you want to get there, you would basically have to do everything, including 14 war battles every war, and do 600 plus cores daily in order to get there. So for those of you hardcore people out there who want to do that, you can do that, but that's as far as you're going to get, really. So let's talk about the Crucible milestone. 13,000 points required. It also, like I said, it gives you 13,000 points to funnel into the main milestone, and then you're getting 750 points per Cosmic Crucible battle. If you do 6 Crucible wins across each of your Crucibles, that's 4,500 points times 3 Crucibles, that's 13,500. You can see that that's above the 13,000 that you need for the main milestone there, of course. If you battle with Unlimited X-Men, you get 400 points per Unlimited X-Men. So if you did one battle with the entire team, that's 2,000 points right there. And that's what I have there. You don't have to win the battle. You just have to battle with them. So, I mean, typically you're probably going to win with them anyways because that's how good they are, but you don't actually have to win the battle. Now, if you do this 3 times over the 3 Crucibles, you're getting 6,000 points. This is very important because if you have that, you can subtract that from the 13,000 points, and that'll tell you how many rooms that you need to clear, you know, by using your Unlimited X-Men. So I'm not going to talk about the 5-star, the 6-star, the 7-star points. Essentially, you're going to get bonus points if you have high star values for these characters. I do have a 7-star rogue and I have a 6-star rogue. Hopefully I will have a 7-star rogue, and I have a 6-star Phantom X. But everyone else is 4-star, so I'm not getting bonus points there. So if you do, that's great, and it'll be less Crucible wins that you need. So basically, you take this 13,000, subtract by 6,000, that gets you 7,000. Then you divide that by 750, and that gets you 10 wins that you need to do, 10 rooms that you need to clear over the course of all 3 Crucibles if you have a full Unlimited X-Men team. So that's like 3 or 4 of the total 6. So it's not all of them, but still, you know, you want to get as much points as you possibly can, because especially if you're in the higher up ranges, or if your matchmaking is just absolutely terrible, sometimes there's not much you can do about it. So that's why I recommend putting your defense, at least for this week, putting it to be a little bit limited. That way you have your offensive options there to win as many as you can. There is a chance that you might get screwed by the Crucible matchmaking. I have had that with my baby account. And if that ends up happening, know that you don't have to clear this Crucible milestone in order to get to the item. So back above here, 77,500 for the mask. The maximum milestone points at 200 cores daily is about 100,000. So that means there's a wiggle space of about 22,000. This milestone is only worth 13,000. So if you don't get the whole thing completed, don't worry, you know, as long as you do the other parts, then you'll be able to funnel that in and still get there. So don't worry about that. But, you know, if you do want to kind of max that out, that's what you're going to have to do. So let's talk about the hard-boiled milestone. This is the Blitz portion of the event. 40,000 points required. This is going to give you 17,400 to funnel in. This is a little bit more important than the Crucible. You're getting 60 points per Blitz win. 60 points per Blitz win with Unlimited X-Men, and then that means you're getting about 360 points for a full Unlimited X-Men Blitz win. So again, what I recommend is just putting the 5 together and just spam those Blitz charges, you know, 25, 25, 25, 50, 50, 50 every single day to get those bonus points, and that'll really help you stack that up. Now, you do get additional points, again, for 5 to 6-star and 7-star. What I don't know is if it's additive or not, and so I'm not including this in my chart. Just know that you're going to get bonus points for that, because when we had the War event with Young Avengers, the Blitz event with Young Avengers, it wasn't additive. It was taking the highest value that you would get. So if my rogue is at 7-star, I would get 180 bonus points, but not necessarily the 90 on top of that. So I don't know, and this will be good to know whether or not they're changing the way that things work, because when it came to the gear tier things, it wasn't giving all of those bonus points, and so we need to know exactly what their plans are for that. So I didn't include that at all. But don't worry, it's just bonus points, and it'll make it a little bit easier. If you don't have Unlimited X-Men at all, that's 667 Blitz wins. Over 35 win Blitz rotations, that's 19 Blitz rotations, which means divided by 4 and rounding up, That's about 5 rotations daily at 35 wins that you're going to have to do for this event. So it is, I would say, a little bit above average. I would say average is about 4 because that's half of the total allotment. So you will need to make sure that you're doing this where possible. If you want to maybe do this, do a lot early on. That way you can do less on other days. You could do that too. But approximately it's roughly 5 rotations daily, not including unlimited X-Men points. So keep that in mind. And finally, we have the Trail of Webs. This is the daily raids. Very easy. You basically just need 8 raid battles, which you obviously, hopefully should be able to do because there's 2 different raids, and even one raid you can get 8 attacks in daily, so that shouldn't be much of a problem. That's going to give you the milestone points to funnel back into the main one, 5,600, or that divided by 7 every single day. I forget the number. So, this is everything. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this event. Are you going to push for that 117k milestone for 35 Noir shards? I personally don't recommend it, but if you want to go ham, then be my guest. It's just not something that I personally recommend. Overall, I hope that the evidence parts are not too hard to figure out, and I hope that it's very accurate to what I posted with Dogbert. But do, again, keep in touch with my Discord channel because I'll be sharing all the information there as soon as it becomes available. Kind of going a bit too fast here, so do keep an eye out there. That's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoy your Spider-Man Noir event for this week, and keep an eye out on my channel for more event Marvel Strike Force content. Hit that like and subscribe button, and of course, until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.